We follow a school so we don't pervert the religion with our inadequate scholarship. That is nonsense in reality, nothing even reflecting of scholarship. I just gave you part of the Shafi'i school. And all of these books that I showed you, all of them, except one, is in my library. All of them, except one. And I'm telling you, I read a lot, and I have not read all those books. I've looked in all those books. I've studied cases in all those books, but I cannot tell you all the cases in those books to be honestly making a comparative study. Most of those books are for research. When an issue comes up, only one issue that we searching. As for a comprehensive understanding, to say I understand the madhab of a Shafi'i and I can compare it to the Hanafi school and all the details, is fantasy island. It's fantasy island. Anyone who tells you that, run from them like you run from the coronavirus, because that is dangerous. And that's why Sheikh Al-Buti named that book, Not Following a School of Thought, Abandoning the Schools of Thought, is the most dangerous innovation threatening the sacred law. Because you got guys talking about I'm a scholar and I'm qualified to, to give, judgments and rulings and based on Kitab and Sunnah. Man, would you stop? And I'm telling you, you'll be better off catching a murder case, triple murder, and going on the playground and getting a kid to defend you in court than letting one of them practice on your religion. You'll be better off. And you wouldn't dare do that. Seriously, that's how dangerous that is. Sheikh Al-Kawthari, he wrote an article. He said not following a madhab is a bridge to not having a religion at all. This idea, I want to skip, we don't need to read all these books. Yes, you do, if you know about a madhab. This idea that I'm going to just really, and one of them, all it takes is a 5-minute test, and you will see them crumble in 5 minutes. You don't even know enough. We don't got to talk about what you know. We'll just mention what you don't know to show you you can't do that. Forget what you know. I don't care how much you know. Just show you what you don't know is sufficient to prove the point. What you don't know. And like I said, for us, we're Shafi'i. I'm not Hanafi, I'm not Maliki, I'm not Hanbali. And I have the books in the other madhahib too. Just in the Shafi'i school, I will show you you don't know enough. Alone to make such a claim. You are a mukallid. You are not a mujtahid. You are a layman follower. You not a scholar qualified to deduce anything. You don't have an opinion. You don't know enough to have an opinion. Straight up. And that applies to 99.9% of the people existing on the face of the earth today. Even the real learned scholars don't make that claim. They know better. You're not like Abu Hanifa. You're not like a Shafi'i. You're not like Malik. You're not like Imam Ahmed. You're not even like the students of them or the students of the students of the students of them. Stop. Stop fooling people. Let us be beginners. Let us grow together. Let us learn in stages. And one day, maybe when we get it right, our great-great-grandchildren will be like that. Maybe, if we get it right now. But if we keep this stuff up, forget about it for the next generations. And you want the proof? We've had Islam for over 100 years in this country, known as Islam. And we don't even got 2 scholars, nowhere near that. And yes, I'm making it comprehensive. We don't have 2 scholars nowhere near like that. Nowhere near, not even close. And any one of them who claim to be a scholar will tell you if they be honest. I'm not like that. Of course not. I'm not. I'm just not. And I know better than that. And what I want for us is to learn enough so people can't fool us. We don't got to be scholars. We just need enough so you can't play games with me. That's all we want. So I can practice my religion, because I don't want you to misguide me with your nonsense. I know I said 10 minutes. This is serious though, because it's common. A person comes in, I follow Quran and Sunnah. And that's a block for you. You won't study, never. You're just going to be in delusion for your whole deen, because you actually think that's valid, that's correct. I'm going to read Bukhari, I'm read Muslim, read Abu Dawood, read some Quran, and I make my own fiqh. Or I'm going to go and I'm going to study all the madhabs and make a jumbo soup called fiqh. It's nonsense. And if we can do nothing but help you be a right practicing Sunni Muslim, it will help. It will help generations to come. But if we keep this up, everybody on Quran and Sunnah and no methodology and just every individual coming up as he go along, and we know it. You're just reading any old kind of books, no methodology, no structure, just all over the place, and call that our deen. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. It doesn't work. I'm sorry for taking up so long, but that point I had to make. May Allah make it easy for all of us, and really, 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 really. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. We got a lot to do. So really, 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 let's stay at our levels. Let's take our time. Let's build, let's build, let's build, let's build to one day that does become our reality. And it's achievable. It's not impossible, but we got a lot of work to do. It's not impossible. We can do it. Maybe we might not do it because of our time and the worldly restraints, but we can lay the ground so that our children and great-grandchildren will do it, because we're still struggling with keeping them in the religion, period, let alone being scholars. We're struggling to keep our children to be pious. So that's why we got to be pious. So piety becomes a part of it, right? And then they learn more, but we got to make sure at least they're good Muslims. We want them just to be religious. We want them to be religious first. Sheikh Samir said something to me, and I'll end with this. I'm sorry, but Sheikh Samir said something to me. He said to me one day, he said, he treats me like a son. So I'm very close to Sheikh Samir. As far as, he said to me, I want my children to do what you do, right? I wanted them to do what you do. But alhamdulillah, they're religious, even if they don't do the work that we are doing, da'wah and teaching and being into this knowledge type thing. But they're pious, good Muslims. His sons, mashallah, pious, good Muslims, right? He said, and I'm happy with that. If they do more, alhamdulillah. We want them to be good in the religious sciences and teachers and sheikhs, but just to be pious, good Muslims, religious people, I'm happy with that, right? And that's how we should be. We should be happy that we are good Muslims, we are religious people, and our children are like that as well. And if they are like that, eventually from among them, we're going to produce learned scholars and learned people that we need in America. We need them. But we can't just default scholarship. It don't work. I'm a default scholar. I'm the smartest kid on the playground, so I'm a genius. No, you're the smartest kid on the playground. You're not a genius. We got to work. May Allah reward you all. Sorry for taking up too much of your time. Barakallahu fikum wa jazakum Allahu khaira wa sallallahu alayhi wa Muhammad wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.